Hi, is this Pegasisters?
Yes, it is!
We're Pegasisters Live, and we're so excited right now.
It said Palmdale on my phone, and I was like, Palmdale? Maybe I shouldn't answer because I thought you guys were farther away than that. I should have just come out to you guys.
Sorry. Yeah, the number's a little different.
Well, so you guys are in California?
I am. I'm Sondra. I live in California.
Hi, Sondra. I know you just from Twitter. I just know your little square with your face on it. Your little squares. Yeah, I'm sure if I saw you in person, I would recognize you from your little squares. But
yeah, I met you at Comic-Con during the summer, and you are you're so nice. You are an epic person.
I seriously remember you going past our table, but I think, well, of course, Tara was there, so you were probably losing your marbles a little bit.
I was with my little sister. She's 12. She has a picture of you with her, and
my gosh,
she looks up to you a lot.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Emily, my co-host, right here.
Hi there.
Emily. I know Emily too. I know her little square from Twitter too.
Yeah, and we met at Candlelight Gardens.
Yes, I know. I'm so sorry. I was sleeping in a closet when I was supposed to be talking to you.
Yeah, guys, that was when I was supposed to be doing my interview with her. She was in the closet sleeping.
Oh my God, how embarrassing! Yeah, and then they announced it from the stage, which was fun. So. Oh my gosh! Well, I'm glad we're finally doing this. I'm sorry that I was so not socially awkward. I am that, but I'm sorry I was so technically challenged because oh my gosh, I was like they've been doing interviews for. I actually had this conversation where I was like, I know that like for 20 years people have been interviewed over the phone, right? Like I mean, maybe they could put the recorder up to the phone. I'm just really trying to figure it out, but like my brain doesn't even. I don't know. Like I can do Tumblr and Twitter, but only because I have an iPhone, and I'm like, oh look, I pushed a button, and it asked me what I wanted to do, and I just pushed the next button. So anyway, that's not bad.
Yeah, luckily I got it all figured out. I'm like, oh okay, I've got an idea. So
I'm so glad because I was like, what if I can't do this? That would be bad if I can't. And also like I only have like one friend who had a laptop, and then he was even dumb about it because I was like, can I borrow your laptop? And he was like, well, I don't have Skype on it, and I'm not really sure how that all works. But I don't know. I'm old. I'm 39, but I feel like all my friends are like vintage because I like do a lot of vintage things and swing dancing and all that stuff, and so we don't even have. Like, we don't have a TV in our living room or, anyway. Like, a lot of my friends don't even have microwaves because they're like, it doesn't look good with my old refrigerator. And, like, yeah, I have, like, a 1938 refrigerator. 48. I'm sorry, 48.
Oh, that is so cool.
It doesn't work very well, but it's beautiful. It doesn't work
It doesn't need to work if it's beautiful.
Exactly.
It's so beautiful. My stove is so beautiful. My stove looks like an old Chrysler car or something. It's like an old O'Keefe and Merritt stove, and it's like bright blue. And I'll take a picture of it and send it to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I'm in my
exciting.
car right now with an eggnog latte because I was like on my way home, and then I was like, oh no, they're going to call me right now. I better just like be ready. And so I just pulled over, and here I am. I'm sitting in my car, but that's fine.
It totally is. You are not the first person we've interviewed from a car before.
Yeah, actually.
Not strange enough.
Yeah, I think
I'll send a picture of me and my eggnog latte if you want to put it on the side or something.
You should. So we can mention what you can't see right now is we have a chat box. We call it the chatty box, and they are all talking about how stoked they are to be hearing you. And you can tweet Grey DeLisle at her actual Twitter.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
you can I hope you can DM me because I try to follow everybody back. It's kind of gotten out of hand a little bit because I get like a lot of DMs. But if you're ever having a bad day or you just need like a smile or somebody to say something dorky, just DM me and I will DM you back. I promise. People are always like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're back." I don't know. I've had some deep conversations with people at 2 a.m.
Aww.
I don't know. Yeah, but no, I love. Yeah, I love all my little squares, and I know people from their little picture, and yeah. And I love EmuEmi, the girl that does your art. She's am I saying her name right?
It's
Vet to Be.
Vet to Be. Yes.
Yes, I love her, and I talk to her a lot, and she's so talented, and I love her. The new pony she made with bangs because I don't look great without bangs. I've got a giant forehead. My grandma tried to tell me before. She was like, "Mijita, you have a big forehead. You should put some bangs. Your face is like a picture with no frame. You need a frame." So, so I put bangs on it. She was right. So I do like my banged pony. It's very cute.
Oh, I know. It's adorable. We love your OC.
Aw, she's so talented.
Aw, I think she really appreciates that.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I finally did this. So what do people want to know? Did people write in questions?
Yes, we have some questions that we wrote for you, and then we have some fan questions for afterwards.
Okay. But I don't want to rush you. If you want to talk about other things, that's fine.
No,
other questions?
Totally cool. We've got our questions. We're ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you tell us a little bit about you, like what you like to do other than voice acting?
Well, like I said, I was raised by my grandmother, and she is like an 86-year-old Mexican woman, and I feel like that inside me is an 86-year-old Mexican woman because I love bingo and going to the slot machines. Like I started taking her to Las Vegas, and then I just kind of got hooked on the slots. I mean, it's not anything big. Like I do like the nickel slots and like the dime slots.
Oh yeah.
I did the pennies. I was doing the pennies, and then I was realizing like how many. I was like, wait a minute, like I put in like 100. This was like $1 slot machine. I didn't realize how many pennies it was. Anyway, so I like to go to Las Vegas and go to bingo, and I like to swing dance, and I like See's Candy a lot. I love those chocolate suckers from See's Candy, and I love Starbucks, and I love, let's say things other than food. How about that, Gray?
You're making me a little hungry.
Yeah, exactly. I love to play with my little boy. He's awesome. He's really funny, and we go to Chuck E. Cheese, and we go to the park, and I don't know, it's just fun hanging out with him, and I love Disneyland. I'm a total Disneyland nut.
Yay!
Like, I'm like a member. I mean, I'm not. I don't even ask the studio. Like, I probably could ask for discounts from the studio because I do a lot of Disney stuff, but I'm too embarrassed. I'm just the worst bargainer. I was just telling my friend, like, when I go, because I sold something on Craigslist and the lady showed up at my house. It was like a mattress. All I wanted was $50 for it, and it was brand new. And she was like, "Oh, I only have 40." After she's at my house, she's like, "Oh, I have 40. And I was like, no, it was $50. And she was like, "Oh, really? Over $10?" I was like, "Yes," because there were other people that wanted the mattress, and anyway. But I'm babbling now, but I didn't. We were decorating our Christmas tree tonight, my husband and I was like, he likes fake trees. I like real trees because I like the smell. But he's like, let's just get a fake one. It's easier. Yeah, I know. He's like, let's get a pine candle or something, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, well, okay. So, but then I was like, oh my gosh, the fake trees are like $400. I'm not spending $400 on a tree. So I went on Craigslist. My whole talk is going to be about Craigslist and Starbucks. No, but anyway, I went on Craigslist and I found a $50 tree. It seemed too good to be true, but we drove to kind of like this shady neighborhood out here at East LA. I was like, oh my God, we went to this housing project, and I was like, oh, I hope we don't get killed just so I could save $250. No, but the guy was really nice. But anyway, so we got our tree, and then my husband was like, what if you said, oh, I only have $40, is that okay?
Oh my God.
And I said, you know what? I could never do that to somebody, never. Like, even at, like, tags, that's another thing, I love to go to flea markets, and there's this really good one in Pasadena called it's at the Pasadena City College. It's awesome. And it's like the Rose Bowl swap meet, but it's a lot smaller, but I love that place. Anyway, but I can't even bargain there when I know they want you to bargain, like they actually are prepared for you to bargain. I just can't. And just, I was saying that if I was ever on Pawn Stars, I would be like, I want $500, and he would go, how about $3? And I'd be like, let's go sign some paperwork. I'm going to do that. Anyway, so I don't know what my point was. I'm not good at bargaining. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, well.
Things about
just stuff you like to do and all that.
Yeah, what I like to do. Okay, yeah, Disneyland. Oh, yeah. So I couldn't even ask him for passes. My friend's like, I think you could probably get, like, a free pass to go. And I just pay for the premium membership every year because I love it. And we go way too much. My son's like jaded about it. He's like, oh, I guess I get it. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll be fine. For me, I love the pommes frites. All I'm going to talk about is food, apparently. But anyway, there's these things called pommes frites at the Cafe Orleans. Oh my God, they're so good. They're French fries with Parmesan cheese and garlic and salt and then you dip them in this really chili aioli mayonnaise, and oh my God, it's so good. Anyway,
that sounds so good.
Does you want to go with salt?
Yeah, I know. So anyway, I love movies. Like I love Woody Allen, and I love anime. I mean, I love.
Oh my gosh, I love anime too.
Yes, we love it.
Yeah.
What originally got you into voice acting?
Well, I did a really, really bad stand-up comedy. I was really bad, but I did impressions, and I was young. Like I started doing stand-up when I was like 15, and when I was 18, I was doing a show, and I was just awful. Like my jokes were just so stupid. But as you've seen from my Twitter feed, I know that I'm so dorky. Like people are like, God, how old are you, Gray? The humor is so stupid. But I love puns. But I just love, I don't know. The dumber the better. Anyway, so that's kind of how my stand-up was. And I did impressions, and they were pretty good impressions, but bad jokes. And so this lady goes, hey, while you're working on your jokes, you should do some voiceovers. And I was like, okay, how do you do that? Let's do that. And I didn't realize how hard it was to break into, but I made a demo, and I don't know, I just got really lucky. I kind of just met like all the right people at the right time, and it just kind of took off, and then I kind of left stand-up behind because I was like, this is awesome, I love this, and it's all the stupid voices I've been doing since I was, a kid, because I used to talk in voices and accents and all that when I was 6 and 7, and all the way up, and all through high school I did impressions of all of my teachers, and so, like, when I went to my reunion, they still call me Dorothy because I used to do The Wizard of Oz.
Ooh.
I want to go home. Uncle Henry, I'm frightened. Like, I would do the whole movie, like, anyway, so, they're like, Dorothy, and I was like, oh, it's great, but I was like, but I do voices now. So, anyway, so at my reunion, I was making a lot of voice memos for a lot of the teachers that were at the, apparently a lot of my classmates became teachers, and so, but, yeah, I did a lot of shout-outs to the classrooms. Oh, no.
Well, that's really awesome. In voice acting, what's the biggest difference between voicing a video game character rather than an animated TV show or movie?
Well, I like video games because I think it's cool to be able to, people that like video games love them, and the fans are amazing.
I'm one of those.
Yes, the fans for video games are fantastic, and because I really feel like they just really get into that world, and you feel like they're with you in that world, So it means a lot to those people. But I'll tell you, it's a pain in these buns to do because they're just like really thick scripts, and you're screaming and yelling, and But so I don't do a lot of them just because I don't want to like hurt my voice. But but I do. When somebody like specifically requests me, or a director that I really love. I love Ginny McSwain, and I love Andrea Romano, and Andrea Toyas, who did Diablo 3, and so
oh my
somebody
gosh,
specifically requests me, I'm like, oh, I love them. I don't want to hang out with them for 2 weeks, because you're with them on the same. So it becomes kind of a fun thing, like where you get to hang out with that person and then like build a character with that person, and those people are really amazing directors. So it's very collaborative, and it's fun. So yeah. But doing cartoons is the best. Like when I do Tough Puppy, and when we did Fairly Odd Parents, it's just.
Oh, I saw that panel at Comic-Con. You guys you have such great chemistry. It seems like you hang out all the time and are like best friends forever.
We have actually hung out outside of work. I normally don't do that because I'm afraid I'm going to anger someone, and then they're going to work with me forever. I'm just like paranoid. If somebody likes me, I'm like, oh, good, they like me. Let's never see them again because they like me, and I don't want to ruin them.
Oh my gosh, I know you.
But we have so much fun laughing, and Tara and I have been friends since I first started. She was at my first voiceover job for Rugrats, and she was so nice to me. She'd been doing it since she was a little girl, so she was like really a pro at it, and I was nervous as hell. And I had this car accident on my way to get to Rugrats. I'd always wanted to get a cartoon, and I finally got one. And I was so excited that I'm like driving to the session, and I had a car accident. I think I was just nerved, you know. And so I just left my car on the side of the road, and some man picked me up, and I said, I need to go to Crosby Chupo on, you know, you know where Cahuenga Boulevard is? You know, and so he drove me, you know, to the job and dropped me off. And my car was supposed to the road. I think I was still in shock. I didn't even care about the car. But Tara was so nice and like, sit by me and I'll teach you. You know, she was just, she still is. Like, she's the one who taught me how to do it. She's like, you should do conventions. And I was like, what do you do? And she's like, well, you know, people like, you know, we sign autographs and we do panels. And I was like, oh, how do you do that? I mean, I got her agent person, and then so now when she does one, she's like, come with me, let's do this one. And so it's fun because we just get to hang out and stuff. Like, you know, it's kind of like a girl vacation, and then we also get to sign autographs and meet people, and it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Tara's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and Twitter too. Like I didn't do Twitter. Like I did like a comedy account, which shall remain nameless because it's so gross. And I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that some people found out about it because I'm like, oh no, my mother-in-law's gonna see that. Anyway, because she loves to Google stuff. I know she's found it. And she's just so nice. She hasn't said anything. Anyway, then so I was like, maybe I should do one under my regular name. And she's like, you should. You totally should. You know, fans always ask if is Gray on Twitter, and I don't want to tell them that yeah, she is, but ugh. But it's been really. But I'm not verified, so everybody's always like, is this really you? And I finally put that paper in my mouth because I'm like,
yeah,
you know, I don't want people to think that I'm there like talking to some, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It drives me crazy. I don't care about the actual check mark. Really, it doesn't really matter, but it drives me crazy that people might think that I'm like some kind of fraud or something.
I know.
We've rallied to get you verified before, but it is difficult.
Yes, we have been trying to trend it.
That's all right. I follow a lot of people too. That might have. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it seems like, I mean, because a lot of people are like, how could it be her? She's following 10,000 people. But it's only just because I want people to be able to DM me if they want to. Just I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. And I don't want to do an auto follow. What?
Yeah, we could have never gotten a hold of you if you weren't following us.
I know.
Exactly.
It's fun to be accessible. I mean, there have been some people that like are a little bit scary, but whatever. You know, I mean, you open yourself up to that. Like, but most of it, like 99% of the people have been awesome, and I don't regret following I don't regret following everybody. Some people are like, oh, that's crazy. How do you keep up with these? I mean, I'm not able to read every tweet, but like I do try to star things like, I mean, that aren't related. I pretty much star everything. If you mention me, I pretty much star it because I just want them to see that I saw it, you know, and
yeah, that's really sweet.
But sometimes I lose track of things, and I don't know. Sometimes they're like, she didn't say that thing. Maybe she's mad at me. I was like, no, I just I can't see every darn thing. But and then some people are like, she favorites everything, and I'm like, oh, and it's not an auto fave. Like I really do read the thing and star the thing, and I do try to keep up with it. Anyway,
it's a lot of work, people. This is the real Gray DeLisle.
Yeah, she's got a lot of tweets coming her way.
And I do read things that aren't related to me, too, and try to star those, too. And people are always surprised when I do it, because like, she's really reading my feed.
Yeah, I think the first time you favorited one of our things, like, I've kind of fangirled. I'm like, oh my god, she read it?
My childhood is reading what I'm saying. It's amazing.
And judging you. No.
And judging you.
And judging silently.
Who isn't judging?
What's your...
I've
sorry.
got like a massive question.
Oh, yeah.
And I am a huge Batman fan, and you did Catwoman perfectly in my mind.
Oh,
is there any future projects besides Injustice that you're going to be voicing her?
I can't say.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
But usually when somebody can't say...
It's good.
I don't know. That's usually, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying that I can't say. So, I don't know. It's like when people ask, like, did you have an affair? And the person's like, I'm not going to answer that. I'm always like, I'm not going to answer that. Well, so, like, if I didn't do it, I would be like, oh, no, I didn't. But if I did do it, I'd be like, I can't answer that. So, I don't know.
Oh, look out, guys.
Take from that what you will.
Oh my
I know I'm going to get fired everywhere because I have, like, the biggest mouth. I keep tweeting, like, pictures of stuff, and people are like, great, especially the Legend of Korra stuff. Like, I can't keep my mouth shut about that stuff. I mean, I haven't given away much, but I have, like, I've gotten a little bit of a talking to, but that's all right. They still like me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the bright side of people not thinking you're real on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And I also do joke around. And on Tumblr, I tell jokes and people take it. I don't know. Twitter people, and I love my Tumblr people. I do love them. And the cool ones know who they are. But there are some people that just take everything totally seriously. I almost want to do a Tumblr post where I'm like, everything I say is bull. Everything. Like, I'm never, ever serious. Ever on this site. Ever. And, except for that I'm going to be on Pegasisters Live. I like fake left because Cole Sprouse. I don't know. Are you guys on Tumblr? Do I follow you guys on Tumblr? Because I don't keep up with Tumblr as much. I keep up with my posts, but it's hard to follow Twitter and Tumblr. Anyway, but, I did that Cole Sprouse left, and so I made like a fake thing when I was leaving. I copied his letter like word for word almost, and put all these like fake things like, like thanks to UCLA for all the puppies and kittens that you donated for me to torture. Because sometimes some people on Tumblr think I'm a jerk, but that's fine, whatever.
But
I put that on there, and then people are like, oh my God, Barry, you're really leaving, and I'm like, oh, I just want to say like, no, everything I put on Tumblr is a joke.
I totally understand that. I have an extremely dry sense of humor, and you just make my day with your.
Oh, I know.
You're sweet. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And that's my jokes are. Yeah.
I'll have to look through the tweets. Like late at night. Late at night, I remember, I think it was like a couple nights ago, you made some tweet about the pee-pee monster. Yeah. I was so tired and slap happy, and I'm like, what?
That was a true tweet. Okay, so I wasn't joking about that. That really was a true tweet. I'm saying that only half kidding, because I do have that thought sometimes when I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm like, I'm so scared of the pee-pee monster biting my butt. Like, I don't know, like, well, because I think I heard too many stories about rats and like crocodiles coming up. I don't know. I know it's not really gonna happen, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get up real quick. I'm not going to linger here. I'm not going to linger.
Not going to stay around too long.
Yeah,
oh my
you
gosh.
never know.
But yeah, so what is it like working with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network?
Oh, I don't do a lot of Cartoon Network anymore. I do that Super Mountain
Best
Fort
Friends
Awesome.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Super Best Friends Forever.
Oh, no, I love that. Oh my God, I hope that becomes the series. I love Lauren. She's so talented. But no, it's Super Mountain Fort Awesome, which is really funny.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and I just do like the random ladies on that show, and then but Generator Rex is wrapped, and Adventure Time. I haven't done Ice Queen in a long time, and there's just like they're doing kind of a lot of live action things at Cartoon Network right now, so we don't have like a ton of shows, but I'm doing tons of stuff at Nickelodeon now. Like I'm still doing Tough Puppy and still doing Fairly Odd Parents and Legend of Korra, and I'm doing this new show that's hilarious called Sanjay and Craig, and it's so funny, and I'm playing like 5 different things on that, and and penguins, and I do a lot at Nick.
But
they're really good with their talent, and like just all the people that work for them. They always do like a Halloween thing for the kids. Like all the people bring their kids, like everybody who works there and stuff. And so my son like just looks forward to it every year. They do like this really elaborate haunted house that's like themed. Like there's like all the people that work on SpongeBob do like a SpongeBob themed room.
No way.
A Fairly Odd Parents themed room, and it's really, and they're elaborate like little tunnels and all through the cubicles and everything. They put tons of work into it. It's really good.
That's neat.
So,
I want to see that.
So
that's so Do you have a favorite character that you voice for?
Well,
you can answer this question as the character.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, peasants, would she be anyone else if she didn't answer as Azula? Because Azula is the best character ever in the whole world and rules everything. And if you don't think Azula is the best, then you are banished forever. Yeah, I have to say, Azula, she really is my favorite. She's always been my favorite. Even before I knew how popular, I didn't really know. Until I got on Twitter, I seriously did not know how popular Azula was. Like, in my mind, I just thought, like, that's the best acting I've ever done. You know, because cartoons, I mean, we have fun, but I can't say that, like, there's a lot of projects that I've really felt like all of my theater training and everything, you know, has actually been able to come to fruition. But, I mean, I was, like, crying, like, bawling at the end when she loses her mind in that last episode. I mean, it was like, I gave everything I had, you know, and so I just felt like a lot of heart and soul was put into that character. And in my mind, she was always my favorite. But it's just funny because I started signing things with Tara, and like people were like, "Oh, I didn't even have a picture with Azula on it. I didn't. I have like Emily Elizabeth from Clifford, and like I had to see something." I was just like, I don't know, like, oh, it's so funny. I'm so cheap. Like, I mean, I do okay financially, but I'm like used to being poor. Like when I grew up, I was really, really poor. So like, to put money into something, because I'm like, I have to print pictures, and Tara's like, yeah, but you sell them for like $20 or, you know, like $25. She's like, sometimes you'll sell $30. And I was like, well, how much is it to print the pictures? And I was like, I have these other ones. I just have like these little stacks that some other convention like made for me a long time ago when I went to Australia a long time ago, and they made some things to sign just to appear at the convention. And so, and it was like all free and everything, but they said, you can keep the pictures though, you can, and so I just took them home, and that's all I brought, and everyone was like, you know what I mean, and I was like, I didn't realize how popular she was, and so I went out, but I mean, it was like $50 to print the Azula pictures, and I was like, $50? Oh,
wow.
I don't know. Anyway, so, but yeah, I didn't know how popular Ice Queen was, and
oh gosh.
I just was kind of like I just didn't really, I don't know, like, all of my friends and everything are kind of outside of the cartoon world. Like, I did music for a long time, so I have a lot of musician friends who didn't know what the heck cartoon I was talking about. Like, the only thing that my friends know is Daphne. Like, they're like, oh, Daphne, oh, yeah. They're like, and then some people are like, oh, have you been doing it from the beginning? It's like, yeah, I'm 80. I'm 80 years old. And like, no, I haven't been doing it since 1969. But
could you say something as Daphne for a little bit? She's one of my favorites.
Oh goodness.
Jeepers. Sometimes people think I'm really old, and I think I've kept myself looking okay. I mean, Freddie still likes me, right? Oh, it's really creepy when people think I've been around since 1969 doing voiceovers. Gosh. I mean, maybe I'm wearing the same outfit, but geez.
Because you do it to a T. It's so amazing.
I definitely agree.
Thank you. Oh, yes. But anyway, Daphne's like the only character that my friends would know. Like, they have no idea, like, what. I don't know. So anyway, in turn, I don't know anybody who knows who I am either. So like when people go, I can't believe you're a celebrity writing to me, and I'm like, I'm not a celebrity. It's so silly. I mean, my husband's like, but look, you can go into a Walmart and look at that wall of DVDs, and you're like on like 50 or 60% of them. But I don't know. But nobody's still. Like, I mean, I was like, yeah, but I can still walk around the Walmart. That's not a celebrity. So, anyway, but I do appreciate like all the people have just been so sweet and like writing all these sweet things, and like, you know, you're my childhood. And
yeah, well, with the internet, I feel like most voice actors, like you and Tara, are getting noticed a lot more. And I feel in the near future, you will not be able to walk in a Target or a Walmart or anything.
Yeah.
People have like a couple times been like, oh my God, are you? You know, like if I give my name like on a Starbucks cup, like a couple times people have like behind me, or somebody's taking my orders like, oh my God, I know you, and that's kind of weird and kind of cool. But for the most part, we're safe. We're safe at Walmart. But I don't think I'd want to be recognized all the time. That would be like Jerry Trainer, you know, from
yeah,
like he has to like wear a mask and stuff at Comic, or he doesn't. I told him to. I was like, why don't you just put on a goofy mask instead of having to go hide in the safe closet or whatever. There's like a little closet in the middle of Comic-Con where you can go and sleep, apparently. No, not sleep. But there's like a little thing where you can go hide, and I'm like, just put a crazy mask on, then you can enjoy Comic-Con, because I feel bad he can't even walk around. Like, that's part of the fun of me going, like getting to go look at the comic book vendors and meet artists, and like I just would be awful if like I just got to go and like had to run out, you know. I don't know. But yeah, so I wouldn't want to be famous. I wouldn't want to be a celebrity, really, like a real one.
Our chatty box is asking if you would say something as Vicky. Maybe to tell off someone who's stalking you at Comic-Con? I feel like Vicky would do that.
Sometimes people are just like, hey, I know you're busy and trying to walk somewhere, and like we're really in a big hurry, but can you sign these 19 posters I just bought? Gosh. Those chatty box people are a bunch of twerps, too, I'll tell you that right now.
Amazing.
That was the best thing ever.
Aw.
Vicky saying chatty box.
I used to go on Tiny Chat. Is that what you guys are doing, Tiny Chat?
It's actually part of Everfree Network has a chat box that pops out.
Okay.
And
Okay. I used to try to go. Our Wi-Fi is awful, and then I tried to download the Tiny Chat app on my phone to just I thought it'd be fun, just to pop in every now and again, just say hi. I didn't really. It was awful because I couldn't hear anything anybody was saying, and I couldn't even. Sometimes I could see people, but it was just awkward. But I was just hi, and they all liked it. But after a while, I was like, why am I doing this? All I can do is wave and smile, and they probably think she doesn't have a life. Why is she on Tiny Chat? I don't know, but it was kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Do you have a character that you think you could relate to the most?
Well, Frankie Foster is the closest to my actual voice, I think. I don't know. When Lauren was casting, I always say Lauren, Craig, I'm sure. Craig is her husband, but the wife always runs things. but when they were doing Foster's, she goes, Gray, we just really want you to read for this Frankie part, and we don't want you to do anything, just be you, just exactly in your voice. So I pretty much did just how I, Blue, what are you doing? You're driving me crazy. It was just pretty much me. And I was raised by my grandmother, and I, lived with her most of my life, so I hang out with her still. So I don't know. I just felt like I related to her a lot.
Yeah.
Frankie, yeah. And
yeah, you definitely do sound like Frankie when you're just talking normal. And I noticed that a while ago. I'm she sounds just like Frankie. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
it's the best thing.
That show, I miss that show a lot. We had so much fun.
Me too.
And I know scripts were so hilarious. And I don't watch a lot of what I do, but I watch other people, but for some reason hearing my own voice is I know people say that all the time. They think they're the only one who feels that way, but there's something about hearing your own voice where you're I don't know how to take it apart. But I love doing that show because I just loved all the people on it, and the scripts were so great, and it was just so funny once it was animated. That was one of the only things I would TiVo when I used to have TiVo. I used to TiVo that show.
That was the funniest show.
It was a very unique show for its time.
They were replaying it. Recently, they were replaying it on Cartoon Network for the 20th birthday, and I cried, and I recorded it, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, it's back on! I'm so happy!
Oh, well, yeah, somebody, said, are there new Fosters coming? And it freaked me out, because I was like, did they replace me? They replaced me. Oh my god, I can't believe, I got a little paranoid, but I guess they were just
yeah, they were just playing reruns for the celebration. But yeah. I'm glad they did.
Okay, so this is another question. When you're voicing a certain character, is there a voice that you enjoy doing the most? Happy, excited, mean, just anything like that?
The different emotion that I like doing the most?
Or maybe just the strength of the voice, if you're yelling a lot, or if you're a quiet character.
I just like to be funny. I try to add in as many jokes as I don't know. I think that's why I get cast a lot, because I add in a lot of jokes. I feel like they get free punch-ups for the scripts. Because during the auditions, I always add in funny things, and they either like it or not. A lot of times, sometimes people are like, "Great, can we do one as written?" Because I know you think that what you're writing in there is really funny, but can we just do one like we had it? And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a frustrated writer. I must be. I don't know." My friend Cynthia created The Mighty Bee on Nickelodeon, and Amy Poehler was on it, and there was a lot of comedy people, so they would do one take as written, and then they would do another take that was completely improv, and I just loved Parsha should check like this, whatever, okay, it's such a jerk, okay, Betty. And she just, I don't know, I just loved saying weird things as Portia, being as douchey as possible. Yeah, so I don't know, I just love that concept of doing a whole improv take. We got some really good lines, and it's just a naturalness that you can't recapture. So yeah. I guess I like improving. I guess I like to improv the most and be funny. If it's funny loud or funny soft, I don't care, as long as if I add something to it. So.
Yeah,
I like that.
Me too. I really do. That's really cool. Do you have a favorite line from a specific character at all?
Well, I do. I mean, I know it's like it's probably been over. Like people are like, oh, but I love that awkward Azula flirting with that guy. It was just such a beautiful. I remember that episode. Like that was one of my favorite episodes ever because I was like, I love her character. She's so powerful and evil that she can't even flirt. Like she can't without threatening him and being scary. I don't know. It's a nice outfit, Chan. I can't remember exactly the whole line. It's like
that was so funny.
It's a sharp outfit, Chan. So sharp that it could puncture the hull of a Fire Nation class battleship that leaving thousands to drown in sorrow. Sharp. And I probably said it wrong, but I love that. And that look on his face, like, oh my God, you're scaring the hell out of me. It's just like,
best pickup line ever.
Yes.
I know. Yeah.
I think you could get all the men with that pickup line.
Yes. That's how I was. I was awful flirting. Like I don't know how I ended up married, but like if I liked somebody, if I was interested in somebody, I would ignore them forever. Like I was like, oh, that person's attractive. I'm never going to look at them or pay them any attention. They're gonna think I don't like them. Honestly, like guys would think that like I hated them because I either ignored them completely or was a total jerk. So. I don't know. And then people that I didn't have any interest at all, I was like bubbly and charming and sweet and it was like, everything you'd want. And then they would like me and I was like, I don't like you in that way. I just so, yeah, I couldn't be myself. With guys I was like, I have no personality. What personality would you like me to have?
Oh, wow.
I have no opinions or thoughts. I know, it's awful. Yeah. But I met my husband on Twitter actually, and when I was in my fake character, like just doing jokes, and he was he had a fake name and was just doing jokes, and so I just liked his jokes, and he had a fake picture and I had a fake picture, and we just started talking all the time, and I was just my normal self because I thought he was just, I didn't think he was that very cute because his picture wasn't very cute, and so I was like funny and sparkling personality and charming and like all these things, and then when he actually emailed me his real picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't be talking to this person anymore. And he was like,
we can't talk anymore.
Well, I was like, I said, if I didn't know that you look like, I would never have been talking to you. Because why? And I said, because you're attractive, and I would have thought you were a jerk, or like I would have been too nervous to talk to you. And then I started acting different, and he was like, you're acting weird now. And I was like, I don't know how to grown you now. You're too cute. And anyway, we got over it. So
that's
that's awesome.
Yeah. I know all my friends are like, what? And I'm like, my dorky pen pal that I write to all the time? Because I was always texting him, and they're like, who's this person you're always writing to? I was like, well, I'll show you his picture. And they're like, oh, he looks kind of like stuffy. Because he had like a suit on, and he was like bald, and he had red hair, and he just like had this like dorky look on his face. But he was so funny, and I just loved talking to him. And I was like, I don't care, you guys don't talk about him. He's my friend, and he's really great. And if you knew him, you wouldn't say that. And they're like, oh God, good luck wasting your time talking to that guy. But he was just hilarious, and we texted all the time. And I was never somebody who texted all the time. I'm able to actually have a dinner and not look at my phone, which I know a lot of people have trouble with. But I was always like looking at my phone and like laughing and like texting him under the table. And they're like, are you texting that guy again from Twitter? And I'm like, I'm sorry, he's hilarious. I love him. And then then they got the 12 a.m. phone call like, oh my God, you guys, my pen pal, I saw his picture. He's adorable. I was like emailing him this picture, and they're like, oh my God. It was funny.
That's adorable.
Yeah, but anyway, so
yeah,
it worked out.
So on a different note, how did you hear about the My Little Pony fandom in general,
From
like
Tara.
the Bronies?
Oh, from Tara.
Did she force you upon Twitter?
She did. Well, because I was doing my I'm not going to say. I was doing my other account, and I was following her, and then I was like, what's a Brony? And she was like, what? And I was like, a Brony? What is that? And she was like, oh my God, it's a Brony. It's like it's somebody who likes My Little Pony. And we were recording Scooby-Doo at the same studio where they do My Little Pony, but it's a Canadian show, so they, I didn't even really know much about it. Mm-hmm. And so, because, anyway, I guess most of the actors are actually in Canada, and Tara just was like phone patching, from LA. And so I saw the little sign on the door saying My Little Pony. I was like, oh, they're bringing My Little Pony back, because I loved My Little Pony. Like when I was little, I had I loved I still have the same favorite.
I have a few too from when I was little.
Yeah, so I love Pizza, and I love and I had the little smelly, I hadn't anyway, I had the little brush for the tail and the little stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but I saw that they were reviewing it. I didn't know who was in it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I was like, you're in My Little Pony, and then I like looked into it more, and I love the writing is so funny, and I knew some of the writers, and I love Lauren, and then it was just like such a witty, great, revamp of the old show, and I just thought it was great. And so, but then she was like, hey, you should do conventions with me. I'm sure people, you have fans out there. And I was like, I had done a couple conventions like a long time ago, and just for Star Wars, because I do, when I did Gendy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, that's the time I ever did conventions, because Star Wars people are awesome fans, and they just like, they will find you and go, hey, did you do a Star Adventure?
I will find you.
Yeah, I had no idea. They're like, did you do a Sausage Adventures on this? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh my God. And I was Padme on his thing too. And so they were mailing me all these photos and going, can you sign these photos? And then the Star Wars people contacted me when they did it was like a anniversary, like maybe like 30, I guess it was 2008. So they did like a thing downtown in Los Angeles, and like, will you come down here and sign pictures? And I couldn't believe that anybody would pay for that. And yeah, and so that was my first convention, but I thought it was just a Star Wars thing. She's like, no, but you have fans like on all kinds of cartoons. You should just come. And anyway, so but anyway, I loved the show just because I was curious about what it was. I started watching it, and I was like, this is adorable. I love this so much. I was like, oh my God, I wish I was Canadian. This would be so awesome to do. So, but I got to do a little thing that's going to be out probably in January. Which I'm sure Emily knows. I do. Did I talk to you? Yeah,
that was me.
I'm involved. Right?
I am involved in it a little bit.
Yeah. I know you kind of like helped me set that up, but so I'm not going to say what it is because I want to surprise people. But I do get to do the voice of a pony, and it's the most awesome pony
honorary
ever.
Pony.
Yes, I'm an honorary pony, and it was the best pony ever. It was the one that I wanted to be. So anyway.
Yeah, I got to set that up with Graham, so I'm so excited for that to come out.
I know. And then the guy that animated was so awesome. I finally got to look at his stuff, and the writer too, and they're just great stuff. So.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I hope nobody thinks that I'm trying to. That's what my big fear was, because I was like, are you sure that? Because when I was talking to the guy, I was like, I don't want to step on any toes, and I don't want people to think like, you're not a pony. Why are you trying to, But everybody wants to be a pony, and they can't tell me that if they were they offered them the chance to be a pony, and they'd be like, oh no, yeah.
I also think everyone wants you to be a pony, so I don't think there's an issue there.
Oh, okay, good, because I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm like trying to like step on, what's already there. It's just like a tribute to, and it's a complete like bow down to and an homage, and so, and especially the actress who played the character that I'm doing, I would hate like for her to feel like, and because I think she's awesome, and I'm not trying to be better or anything. I just wanted to. It's like a little tip of my cap to them, and also for the fans, and because that guy has done so many great projects and stuff, and I just want to do something cool for fans. So anyway, hope people like it.
Yes, that'll be exciting. So, do you enjoy? Do you enjoy interacting? Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
With fans? Well, I was just going to say I feel bad because we're talking about something that nobody really knows what it is yet. That Secret Pony project. I have to say that was the most grueling voice session. I almost lost my voice after that, and I don't think I've done tons of video games and tons of crazy characters and old women and banshees and everything, and I've never almost lost my voice. I actually told the engineer before we started. She was like, is your voice going to be okay doing that voice? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I never lose my voice. My voice, I mean, I started bragging. I shouldn't have, because by the end I was like, thanks a lot, Susan. I'll see you next week. And it was actually the most I put like everything I could into that, so I hope people like it. Anyway.
Yeah, I got to read this. I got to read that. What was going on? Obviously, I got to read the script, and it's hilarious. Oh my god, I understand why.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what were you going to say about interacting?
Yeah, do you enjoy interacting with like bronies and all the fans that you have on Twitter?
Yes, yeah. Well, if you see a little pony icon in somebody's Twitter, like, next to the Twitter, like, I would say 90% of the time you're going to be dealing with a pretty awesome person. Like, I usually will follow back anybody with a pony because they're just always, like, really sweet. There were some, like, little evil ponies wandering around.
Oh, my.
In the middle of the night. No, it was so weird because I was like, how weird. Like, they've got, but I think that they actually, I'm just trying to figure it out. I think that they actually might be making fun, and so that's why they're mean. I don't know, but it seems like they were, like, bullying. I don't know. I kind of, like, I was so annoyed with them that I, like, because they were just saying really mean things to me, and I was like, yeah, I know. That's my problem. I feed the trolls. I do, because I'm like, I want everyone to like me, and it's just not possible. So after I have my little fit and, like, went back to them, like, this one guy was like, it was just, he was saying horrible things about everyone. First I took it personally, then I went back and read, like, all the stuff that he put, and I was like, oh, God, he hates everyone, so forget it. But I was like, how weird, he's got a pony in this thing. How can he be mean? Well, he does. I was like, I've never met a mean pony before. That's weird, you know.
I know the exact feeling.
Yeah, so it's a rare occurrence, but it happens. So I was just like, block. I used to never block people because I was like, oh, that's mean. And then I was like, no, they called me a pretty awful name. I think I can probably do that. Yeah, my husband's like, they called you, obscenity. How is it? They're being mean. And I was like, I know, but I don't want people not to like it. Anyway. But I've gotten better about that. Oh, yeah, and I told Tara, I was like, have you ever blocked somebody? She's like, every day.
Every day?
Well, because she's got, like, 80,000 people or whatever, so I've got, like, 18. So I don't know. I just couldn't. She's probably has to deal with a lot more bull than I do. So.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I mean, this is kind of a random one, but if you could be a pony, what type of pony would you be? Like, would you be a unicorn or a Pegasus? Or an earth pony?
I would be a Pegasus because you can fly, also because I'm on Pegasisters Live. But no, but I always want to fly. I always have the flying dreams, and I love to travel, so I think I'd be the ones that fly. Yeah.
I agree. I'm a Pegasus. I love the whole flying thing. It's awesome.
And I can't imagine picking anything else. Why would anyone pick anything else?
That's what I thought, and then I see people who pick their OCs to be earth ponies and unicorns. I'm like, why are you not a Pegasus?
Hey, I'm an earth pony.
I love you.
I like my pony she's grounded. She's very grounded because she can't fly.
She needs to stay on the ground.
That's a special ability.
To stay on the ground.
You can tell I'm not grounded at all. So
at all.
I'm like, oh.
But yeah, do you have any advice for people who are looking into voice acting as a career?
Well, be an actor first. I know people say that a lot, but people sometimes will think that they can just do a funny voice and it really is acting. I mean, you know, we cry and like, you know, and it's some of it's pretty intense. And accents and I mean, my advice is there are tons of people who want to do it, and I say that if you're really, really good, then keep going. But if you're not like excellent, you know, and if you think, well, I can work on this or, you know, I just don't, because there's just so many people that are just so amazing that I work with that I know only work like maybe once a month and stuff, and they're great and they're amazing. They do accents and all ages and stuff like that, and you know, so it's really competitive. But if you really do think that you're really, really good, then get some acting training, get a demo tape together, and, you know, send it out to agents. And, you know, I feel like there's room for people that are really, really talented. But you know, unless you're like a celebrity or something, because those celebrities are taking over so many things now, you know.
I've noticed.
Unless you're just like, yeah, it's hard. It's really competitive. But people told me, though, not to do it. Like, oh, God, everybody wants to do that. Well, why would you? But I was like, I know I can do it. I know that I can do it. And I feel like no matter how many people want to do it, I feel like I can do it as well, if not better, than the people that want to do it. So, I don't know. I've had a lot of confidence in that. Like, I'm not that confident in a lot of things that I do, but I knew from the time I was a little kid that I could do that. So, anyway, when I found out it was an actual job, I was like, oh, my God, I've been doing that my whole life. Where do you do that?
Sign me up.
Sign up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, and also be really nice to everybody, because there have been some people that I've worked with that have been really great and really talented. Mm-hmm. They're just kind of a jerk. Like, they were a jerk to the person that signed them in, or, you know, they had like an attitude or thought they were something special, and and there's like not a lot of room for that. I mean, because it's such a small community, and I just feel like a lot of the time people, sometimes I know I'm not the best person that they hired, but I feel like, you know, directors kind of want to hire somebody that, if you have to hang out with somebody for 4 hours a day, you might as well hang out with somebody that you like. I mean, like, Tom Kenny is so wonderful and sweet and funny and just down to earth, and he works all the time. And I know sometimes people are like, God, Tom Kenny's in everything, but you know what? He's fun to be around for 4 hours. And if I had to pick a cast of people, I would pick him.
You and Tom Kenny both, I have difficulties, like, figuring out if you're actually the voice that I'm listening to, because that's how I watch cartoons now. I'm like, is that Grey DeLisle, or is that Tara Strong, or are they messing with me and it's neither of them?
I know, that's what I do too now.
You and Tom Kenny, you both can do, like, hundreds of voices, and I can't match them. Like, I would never be able to figure them out.
Oh, I know. And whenever people point them out.
He did Eduardo on Foster's. I was like, oh my God, Mom! I thought I'd heard all your voices, and obviously I hadn't. So yeah, and he's just like one of the nicest people in the world. So yeah, he's a person that I actually hang out with. I don't really hang out with a lot of voiceover people socially, but his wife is one of my best friends, and he's somebody that actually, you know, we go to dinner and we go to movies, and we, you know, my son goes to their house for, you know, trick-or-treating parties and stuff like that. So I mean, he's like one of my only personal friends that I work with, you know. I mean, like, Tara and I work together, but we've hung out a few times, but I hope you're not like, God, Gray, thanks a lot. No, but I mean, like, we don't go to the movies and stuff like that together, but Tom's like one of my closest friends in this business, so I'll tell him that you said that. Nice things about him.
Oh, yay!
That's awesome. I'm just picturing the Ice King and Ice Queen having a nice conversation now.
I know! Nice coffee. Which we do. We both love the Pete's Coffee I like Starbucks, but if I want to, like, support the little man, the place where we do our auditions, Tom does his auditions the same place I do. Sometimes I do it with my husband because he has a studio in the back. He produces music, so his studio's in the back, and I go back there. But sometimes there's this place in Studio City where we actually did the Pony project. I recommended them because I love the studio. It's called Voice Tracks West. And so we go there and do ours because it's really close to all the studios, and we can do them on our lunch hour. So I always see Tom there, and there's a Pete's Coffee downstairs, and so we get Pete's Coffee. So iced, of course, because of the ice queen and ice cream.
Oh, that's perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want fan art to be drawn of the Ice King Queen drinking coffee. I'm waiting.
I would love that. I would log that if you guys, tag me on Tumblr.
Yeah, tweet it too. That'd be awesome.
I will. Yeah. Maybe Betsy D can handle that. I bet she could. She made an amazing ice queen for me. I'm doing, I want to tell, I'm on eBay. If anybody I'm doing Emerald City this year, the Seattle convention, and I'm doing SAC Anime in January. But, like, I'm not doing a ton of conventions, so if you want things signed and you're not going to SAC Anime or Emerald City, I'm doing this thing for St. Jude's Hospital. I'm actually doing it for St. Jude's and then, like, 3 other charities that are, like, smaller charities. I'm selling signed pictures for $25 on eBay, which is cheaper than, like, buying it's actually a pretty good deal for a signed picture, you know, because you don't have to, like, go to the convention and wait in a long line, and, you know, and sometimes people charge, like, $35 at conventions. So anyway, but go, and all the proceeds go to charity, and it's Grey DeLisle, it's like the Grey DeLisle store on eBay. So, and I'm supposed to say, and my Facebook, he's my patron saint, Anthony, of Facebook. He's been my fan, Anthony Fontaine, since, like, I even knew I had a fan. He was, like, my only fan. Like, a long time ago, I had, like, this girl did a MySpace page for me, and she did a contest. I didn't know her, but she did this contest to see, like, who could help her co-manage the MySpace page, and Anthony won the contest. And then he and I just, like, started emailing back and forth, and so we've been friends for, like, 12 years. So anyway, he made a Facebook page for me, and we, you know, I'd post on it, but he kind of manages it for me, but he wants me to say, follow me on Facebook. He gave me, like, he emailed me, like, here are things you need to mention, because I'm awful at self-promotion. I'm terrible. But anyway, Facebook, it's like Facebook/Grey DeLisle VA. Yeah, Grey DeLisle VA. Because there's another one that's not me. So it's the one with the more people. Go to the one with more people. The other one doesn't have a lot, but the girl's really nice, but it's not the official one. And then GreyDeLisle.tumblr.com. So, okay, I did all my plugs. So and the Grey DeLisle store on eBay, all the proceeds go to charity. It's a good cause, and there's, like, I can make your answering machine voice memo for $50. And I'll do anything pretty much. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm selling for $25. I'll put a piece of paper in my mouth and write anything you want on it. So if there's a marriage proposal or something you want me to tweet a picture of me with your, or just there's ice cream, there's Azula, there's Daphne, there's all kinds of pictures. And I'll personalize it, whatever you want me to write on it. It's not like I just signed them and selling them just signed. I mean, unless you don't want me to put your name on it or whatever. But I will write anything you want on there except for something disgusting. And I might even do that. It's for the kids, because it's for the kids.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Gotta keep in mind the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we wrap all this up, we have 9 questions from the fans that we've screened for you. And some have names attached, but some don't. But I figure they're listening right now. So
yeah, I think they're waiting.
Okay.
My question is, if a person were to ask you to be a voice actor for their show, what do you look for in their shows that interest you to take a part of it? Best wishes, Joey Colin.
Oh, funny scripts. That's like big, like just like really well written. I just love good jokes or even dumb jokes. I like strong, sometimes it's sad when, like, you're with the girls, like, always, like, the friend who's always like, don't do that, Joey, that's dangerous. I hate girl characters like that. I'm just like, I loved El Tigre, because I played Frida on El Tigre. I don't know if you ever saw that, but it was on Nickelodeon,
yeah.
And I loved that Frida was the badass. Like, and Manny was the one that was like, oh, I don't know, and she was like, oh, let's do it, Manny. I mean, she was just so cool. I just love the girl who created, it was Jorge and Sondra, they're a married couple, they created that show, and, the wife is just so, I don't know, girl power, I loved it. So yeah, if they're not, like, really, I don't like the, girly, like, just weak women characters. I really like kind of strong women characters, and if they're nice, I'll pretty much do any show as long as I really like the creator and they're sweet people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the same as them hiring me. Like, they want to be around somebody nice, and I want to be around somebody nice. So if it's mutually beneficial, then great. Yeah, but mostly funny. There's some things I've, like, gotten the script and audition for, and I'm like, I can't even, I'll get, like, through 3 pages at Voice Tracks West where I go audition, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is dumb. It's not funny. And the guy's like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, I don't want. He's like, you came all the way over here to audition. I was like, I know, but I don't have the, it's like draining all my energy just to even read these horrible lines. I can't. I just stop. So, anyway, yeah. So, even though.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Anyway.
Yeah. One of them were already answered, so I'm going to go, it was about the Brony community, so we're going to go to the next one. If you could have the life of one of your voice characters, which would it be?
Daphne, because you never get old, and you have like romantic tension with the guy that you love like forever, and and you get to like fight things, ghosts. I love when I retire, I swear, my husband and I have dachshunds. I love little dachshund dogs, and I was like, let's just, when we're old, let's just have our little dachshunds and get like an Airstream trailer and just like drive across the country ghost hunting, because I love haunted stuff. Mm-hmm. I love cryptozoology, so I'm either going to be like hunting for Bigfoot or a Loch Ness monster or something, or ghost hunting, and that's pretty much what Daphne does, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when I retire, I'm going to be Daphne.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll just get like a little ascot for my husband, and we'll have our dog, and we'll go around in a big like van type thing and ghost hunt.
That'd be awesome.
What a great future you have planned. This question is, you've answered this, but it's, why does she follow so many people on Twitter? Winky face.
Because I only follow the cool people. So.
Exactly.
There's just a lot of them.
Perfect answer.
Yes.
Next one, I think it's kind of a joke.
Yeah, I put this here to wonder if you'd even know. I'm a longtime Grey fan, and I wanted to know, since Frankie Foster has a Powerpuff Girls shirt on, PPG, I'm not sure if that's...
Uh-huh.
Do you think she's a closet My Little Pony fan as well? And then #, connecting the dots of Lauren Foster-related shows.
I totally think she's a My Little Pony fan. She must be. And yeah, so absolutely. I feel like Frankie is like a mix between me and Lauren. So, and she's one of the coolest female characters I've ever done too. I just like love her. I love her vulnerability and like she's one of my favorites. So yeah, of course, she's super cool. She definitely loves My Little Pony. Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's canon. That is canon.
It's canon, guys. Frankie Foster is a Brony.
She is.
This is also a quick question for me. Do you realize how many redheads you voice?
I know. It's crazy. And you know what? I had red hair for a while, and everyone loved it. Like, I mean, everybody like was like, "Oh my god!" Like even my driver's license picture is I have red hair. I'll send you a red-haired picture. I'll send you a few little fun pictures. I don't know if you do.
Sweet.
Anyway, I'll just send them to you. But I couldn't, like, my attitude could not back it up. Like, I feel like redheads are a certain breed, and like you kind of have to have like a certain kind of like. You have to be a little bit tough and sexy and like I don't know. I'm definitely a brunette. Like I'm goofy and like kind of self-effacing and kind of like you know I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely much more of a Marianne than a Ginger, and so I don't feel like I had red hair and people said it looked great, but I just felt like I wasn't a redhead. I just didn't feel like one, and I just didn't feel like I could really like represent. so I dyed it back, but it did like. My skin tone, you know, it looked okay. So I mean, I don't know. I guess people judge for themselves if I send you a red hair picture. But people like Vivica Fox is always like, God, you know, your hair looks like red. Like I know it's like her nice way of going like, when are you gonna do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you go back to brunette? But I don't know. And like the red lipstick, it's so hard for me not to wear it. My son told me I didn't look that great with red lipstick, so I've been kind of just only doing it like 1 or 2 days a week. But man, it's hard to quit.
Red lipstick.
I feel like it's covered. For the right occasion, I feel like, you know, I can, like, sometimes wear it. Sometimes I wear this, like, Burt's Bees, like, glossy, kind of, like, just raisin-colored stuff. And everybody's like, oh, my God, I love... You know when somebody's did the wrong thing for so many years and then one day they do the right thing, so you just praise them to death? Like, you can't tell them they look ugly before. So when they do what you like, you just praise them to death. I feel like I've been getting a lot of praise, you guys. So I feel like, oh, no, everybody's, like, just trying to tell me, like... You know, not to wear the red lipstick again, because I swear, like, I walked into work today and I'm like, oh my God, I love you without the red lipstick. Oh my God, and I was like, God, you guys, ouch. Anyway, so yeah. What was I saying? We're talking
about red hair.
Oh yeah, red hair. Okay.
Yeah. Someone wrote, I have 2 questions for Mrs. DeLisle. What is a present I can get for her as a thank you for being my favorite voice actress?
Oh no! I know that Tara likes presents, but don't bring me presents because it's for one thing, it's hard to fit it all back in our suitcase when we leave, and like people make these amazing things, and like I had to ship stuff home, and like I just feel too guilty, and I would hate to like leave it there after somebody put a bunch of work in it. No presents.
Some Twitter love.
Yeah, just Twitter love and like hugs when I see, you know, when I go to like, you know, conventions, just give me a big hug and just like your words and your presence, you know, PRESENCE is more important than anything. I just like come say hi, you know, if I'm signing or whatever, just like even if you don't buy anything, you know, come by and say hi and get a hug and we're all square. That's fine.
Yeah.
The second half of the question is, are you going to be at San Diego Comic-Con 2013?
Probably because, I mean, I can't say for sure, but usually Nickelodeon will. Usually, if they don't get us a hotel room or something, I just can't because it's like too much. You know, it's just too crazy, and I don't want. And like the hotel prices are jacked up, and I'm super cheap, as I've talked about before. So the Nickelodeon pays or Cartoon Network sponsors me to go down there. I would absolutely. I'm trying to get all of the Scooby people together because. Frank Welker never does cons or anything, and he's so loved. I'm like, oh my God, Frank, because he is like me. He has no idea that people like really know like anything about him. And I'm like, Frank, oh my God, I showed him that behind the voice actors thing. I was like, look at you, like you're with it. And he was like, oh my God, really? Wow. And I was like, yeah, people love you. Like they know everything you've done like all these years. And he's like, oh, you know, he just like he'd rather golf than fly his plane. So I don't know if we're ever gonna get him there. But I've been really trying to get Mindy Cohn, who plays Velma. She's totally into it. And Matthew Lillard said he would do it. And I was like, oh, it'd be so fun to do a Scooby panel. But I don't know.
Oh, that would be cool.
But I can't guarantee it. But chances are good because you know, I do a lot of Nickelodeon, so I'm sure that at least one of the shows will take me down there.
I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, the Tough Puppy and Fairly Odd Parents panel went by very well, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
Yeah.
I really hope so. I hope so. Yeah, it's always fun to travel, you know, to be able to, like, go out. We all went to dinner the night before, like, the whole cast, or both casts, and, you know, and it was just fun hanging out with people, like, on a social level, you know. So, yeah. And to be kind of a little bit of a celebrity for a day. Like, you know, to have my little name tag. I'm like, oh, turn my name tag so you can see me. What if somebody notices me? I don't know. I'm empty inside, you guys. I need as much validation as possible. Yeah, that was fun.
This is kind of a funny question. Why do you enjoy playing crazy / sadistic characters on cartoons? And then they gave examples. Azula, Vicky, Tootie, and Portia. I don't find Tootie any of those things. Maybe a little crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, Tootie's
a little bit
just
crazy. Yeah, like, I feel like Tootie and Barry sounded Barry from Foster's. Remember that character who just, like, loved Matt? She was, like, in love with,
Wait, which one?
She was a stalker. Barry B.
Yes, the little red one, like the pink one.
Yes,
that was the
cutest
thing.
He called her like Carrie, and she was like, oh, that was funny. But yeah, so like I don't know, I guess I have like a stalkery side.
Those just seem like they'd be fun to play.
Yeah, and everybody has a little bit of a stalker inside. Come on, a tiny bit. I think everybody. Who doesn't check? Like, who didn't look at the thing where it's like, see how many people have viewed your Facebook profile and see who they are, and thought like, oh my God, my or like people can see. Like, when that happened, like when I first got that message on Facebook of like, you know, see who's viewed your profile today. My thought wasn't like, oh my God, I want to see who viewed my profile. My thought was like a horrified thought of like, oh my God, people can see that I'm stalking them. Like I was thinking about this from the other angle. Like I was like, people are mad when I look at their profile. Oh my God, you know, I was horrified. Then I realized that was just spam. And can people please stop? Like I've noticed a lot of my followers. They must click on the thing. It's like, oh my God, look at this hilarious picture of you, or you're famous. You just got this, you know.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
We get those all the time.
Click on those, you guys.
Then it gets worse. It's a trap.
I know that they're doing that because I get those every day. Like, oh my God, look at this, you're famous now on Facebook or whatever. Or like, what on earth do you think you're doing in this photo, young lady? Or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God, somebody else fell for it. Damn it, you know.
I love that. Do you know someone was filming you while you were doing this?
I know. Like they got you on camera. And it's like, oh man. Anyway.
Oh
no.
Now,
oh gosh.
This question I don't really understand, but I feel like this person really wanted it answered.
It's
related. Hey, Gray! Exclamation point. Can you tell us a little info about your character that you voice on Korra Book 3 and about the Dark Spirit on Book 2? We understand you can't say much. We don't want spoilers or anything, just a few teases. Big smiley face. Thank you! Exclamation point, Chris.
Exclamation point.
That's a sweet message. Okay. I can't say anything. I already opened my mouth about the Dark Spirit, which I wasn't supposed to say what character was. I didn't know that until later. And that was before I was even like, I was just newly on Twitter when I did that. And then that's how I kind of found out about Tumblr. My husband's like, oh my God, look at Tumblr. He's like, this thing has like 4,000 notes. What are notes? And he's like, oh my God, like, he's like this thing that you said about the Dark Spirit. And I had no idea. Anyway, that wasn't good that I did that. But, all I can say for sure is that I'm not Azula again. So I know a lot of people like were really wanting her to come back. I hope that would be awesome if she comes back. I mean,
gosh, yes.
You know, they kind of left it open, like she didn't die, kind of. You know, so
yeah.
So anyway, she could come back, but not as far as I know. So I'm doing 2 new characters. I did that Dark Spirit character, and then I just booked like a brand new character. I wish I could say what kind of bender she was.
Is she a redhead?
She's not a firebender. She's not a firebender. And I haven't actually seen her art yet, but I can't say. But anyway, she's a bad girl.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
this is exciting.
Yeah. It's fun. But Yeah, I don't know. I was about to tell another story that I probably can't tell because it gives away something. So anyway,
Oh.
and this was live. This could have been really bad, you guys. I'm a huge big mouth, and I think I did pretty well so far.
You have done great. And
Yes,
that
this has been a really great interview.
yeah, that was the last.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was the last question from our fans and your fans.
Oh, thanks, you guys. My husband wants to decorate our tree, so it's probably just perfectly in time for me to go decorate my tree.
That's
He's
so
he's looking out the window at me.
exciting.
Yeah, my cheap tree that I got in the ghetto.
Is it the Craigslist tree?
It is a Craigslist tree. and then we went to Target, where the fancy people shop for their decorations. So. Anyway.
You should, if you can you tweet a picture of your tree to us?
Yes, I will. I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it tonight. And I'll take my picture of me in the car with my eggnog latte, which I've been drinking this whole time.
Oh, yes.
We'd love to see your red hair as well.
Oh, yeah.
I
Got so
don't
many.
forget that one either. And what else is it? Oh, yeah, my stove. I was going to show you guys my stove.
People would be like,
Okay.
this girl's taking pictures of her stove.
I know. It's my stove porn. And it really is beautiful, I have to say. Okay.
Well, once again, thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
And also, Gray.
You are amazing.
Gray, also,
thanks, you guys. You guys are the sweetest. And I'm sorry I missed you when we were supposed to be doing it. I'm sorry I was sleeping in the closet. That was awful.
It's okay. Yeah, no, I totally understood. Also, our emperor, I guess, our boss, Final Draft, he says hi.
Hi, I love Final Draft. He's my friend. He's my friend. My Twitter. He's my Twitter buddy.
Aw, yeah, he was like, please tell Gray I said hi, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, yes, I will.
And our project is going good.
Also, I'm going to tweet you the picture of you and my little sister at Comic-Con.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I'll retweet it. That's awesome. Okay, yay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, but thank you so much.
Okay, have a great night, you guys, and bye, everybody in the chatty box. Bye.
Aw, bye.
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 Alright, guys, there you have it. That was Gray DeLisle.
And another awkward goodbye from the Pegasisters.
That one wasn't too bad.
I'm a pat on the shoulder.
Wasn't the awkward bye.
So I guess we're going to say thank you guys for hanging out with us. And we really hope you liked our interview and what we had to report on today.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and we'll have much more exciting things for you in the future. We're working on a few. We're working on a few things.
Sure.
In the future. I don't know. But anyways, guys, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next week. We'll let you know what's going on. Thanks, guys. We love you, Chatty Box.
Bye.
Bye.